Hi, I'm Saeed Khan, and thank you for tuning in to watch this video. And today I want to talk about when you think you're failing, you may actually be succeeding. Okay? So sometimes in life, in whatever that you're trying to achieve success in, when you think you're failing, you may actually be on your way to succeeding. And to explain this a little more, I want to share a story of my driving test where I had the exact same feelings and thoughts. So my driving test, when I took it years and years ago, I truly believed that I failed my test. But in those thoughts and feelings of failure, I was actually kind of succeeding. So here's what happened, right? So it was my first test. After taking about 13 lessons with my instructor, I also drove 1 month with my dad and his car with insurance, of course. And the insurance for 1 month, yeah, cost me quite a bit, but it's well worth it because, I was able to drive regularly, and of course much more than what I was able to do with the instructor, where you're only paying for 1 hour. So 13 lessons, 13 hours. So I was able to practice more with my dad's car, which was good. And I also took about 13 lessons with my instructor, and I was ready for the test according to my instructor. So during the test, I can remember whilst driving, I was so nervous. Yeah, and to rub salt to the wound, I noticed that with my left eye vision, when you're driving, you're like sort of looking, at the examiner, not like the examiner, but what they're sort of writing on the, the mark sheet, wherever it is, that test sheet, and seeing what they're sort of writing. And I was trying to do that, and I wasn't looking directly, but when you're driving, you can just see with your left eye vision, and that's I was seeing the examiner was marking, ticking things on it, loads of things on it, which kind of got me worried and concerned that I was doing, things wrong. And my nerves then, got the better of me, and to the point where the examiner had to stop the car with his foot controls. The driving instructor cars have the pedals and stuff on the on the passenger side for the instructor and the examiner, where they can take control and press the brakes and all that stuff. So yeah, he stopped the car with his foot controls, and yeah, when he did, I thought that said it in my mind that that's it, I failed, and I thought definitely I failed. So he stopped the car, and he advised me to basically stop being nervous and concentrate on the driving, or something along the lines. And then imagine, sort of slapping myself in the face and said to myself, look, you just got to keep on going and complete the test, despite the fact that I'm feeling that I failed, right? And, worst that could happen is that I failed, right? I just need to keep on driving to the best of my ability. So I just kept on driving and driving. And after about 30 minutes, the instructor, the examiner, instructed me to park, my car up somewhere nearby. And then came, the defining moment of my driving future, if you like. So, the examiner with his nice Scottish accent, I think it was Scottish, and then he said, like, I'm very pleased to say that you've passed your driving test, or, something like that. And the first thing I said, obviously, yes, I raised my fist in the air, and said, yes, I've passed and all that, what you do when you hear some great news. And then I thanked him, loads of times. I just couldn't believe it, because when the examiner intervened and stopped the car himself, and I seriously thought that I failed. And but then I realized that he only stopped the car not because I did something wrong. It was because so that I would he could advise me to stop being nervous, right? And that's my theory anyway. Because that's why he stopped me. That's because to tell me that I need to stop being nervous and all that. So obviously throughout my test I was doing something right, because I passed, right? And not too right, because when I looked at the marking test, unfortunately I did have some minors, right? And the fact is, despite the mini failures, i.e., the minors on the marking sheet, I still achieved the bigger success, which was, of course, passing my driving test for the first attempt. So that was really, best feeling, passing the test on the first attempt. So I then, had to happily cancel my second test, which was pre-booked and paid for, just in case I failed my first one. And yeah, I was quite desperate at the time to, you know, pass my test and all that. I needed to drive. And to the examiner, of course, he was a very nice gentleman who supported me, and you know, when I was nervous, and you know, thanks mate, and all that, you know. So the moral of the story, if there is one, is that keep on going, you know, whatever that you're doing in life, even if you're failing, if you think you're failing, until the end, because you know, you may actually be on your way to succeeding, and you know, you never know how close you may be to achieving your success. You know, and in my case, the driving test passed. So that's it for now, and yeah, that's all I want to say. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel if you can, and like, subscribe and comment. And if you like more stuff like this, visit saeed-khan.com/newsletter. Thanks again, and see you later.